Hi guys, I've got a 2013 CRF250L that I'm doing a couple little projects to improve it for the 2017 riding season. And one of the things that I wanted to do was come up with a better solution for mounting my mirrors. I tend to ride this thing like a dirt bike, and I dump it a lot. And every time I dump it, you know, the stock mirror mounts get knocked out of place when it hits the ground, and then the rest of the ride it's flapping around like a wind vane, and it's super annoying. And with the forward thread and reverse thread and the locking nut, it's just all really frustrating, and it also doesn't let me fold them when I trail ride. So I wanted to get some ram mount mirrors on here, but I didn't really want to spend the 130 bucks or whatever it is for the double take adventure mirrors. Not when I have mirrors that I really like. I like the shape of them. I think they have a great field of view. So I wanted to figure out how to ram mount my stock mirrors. So what I had to do is I heated them up with a hairdryer, these mirror housings, to make them a little more pliable to get the glass out. Now that's not enough. You have to, I cut a little piece of this lip off with a razor blade, like so, and it's not enough so that the glass just falls out. I still had to, even with this piece cut out, I still had to really, you know, kind of bend and contort this mirror when it was warm to get the glass out. So once I remount this all together and the glass is back in here, I'm going to either super glue or plastic epoxy this little piece of lip back into place. And I think it's going to hold just fine because the backside's, you know, a little, I roughed it up with a file, and I think it'll grab really well. So moving on from that, what I did when I got the glass out, that little piece cut, this part of the mirror had a little plastic bulb, and you'll see that on your mirror where this part of the stock mirror housing rode and swiveled. So once I got the glass out, I was able to undo this nut inside and take this mount off, and then right where that little plastic bulb is, I just cut it with a hacksaw nice and straight and smooth. And that leaves a really nice thick lip of plastic here on the inside. So what I did is I got 2 M10 fender washers, and I kind of filed them into the shape to match the inside of the mirror housing, and they drop in like so, like that, and it'll just kind of sit down there against that lip of plastic. And then I got 2 6mm metric 35mm long 6mm thread pitch bolts with, you know, just a M6 washer, and then that drops in like so, like that. So then I ordered 2 of the double take ram mount mounts. And these have the M10 by 125, I believe, pitch, and they screw right into your stock mounts. And I'll show you real quick. These just thread in like so, like that, and then so you've got the mount there. And then for the other part of the mount, I ordered these on eBay for 17 bucks a piece. It's just a 3-inch arm with a diamond-shaped base, and it's for mounting, I don't know, GPS or whatever. So what I did is I got the diamond base, and I just kind of cut the diamonds off like you can see here, and then hit it with a file. And I did this to match the size on the mirror like so. So that round portion where I had cut that little plastic bulb off, I matched with the size of the former diamond-shaped base. The diamond-shaped bases have in them already a 13/64 hole that goes pretty deep, about 7/8 of an inch into it. So go figure, 13/64 tap size is a 6mm by 1. So I got a 6mm by 1 tap, and then tapped threads into the diamond shape after it was all cut and round like so. And my phone is not focusing very well, but anyways, there's threads in there. So with my washer that I filed to match the internal shape of the mirror, and my 35mm long 6mm thread pitch metric bolt that drops in there, and then I got these neoprene rubber washers that just so happened to match the exact diameter as well of everything I'm working with here. And I figured that would just help it grip, it would help it seal water or whatever. So then with that, it's really nice too, because that fender washer allows for a little bit of movement like this, which allows you to center this piece to the mirror, because it's not necessarily centered with the hole inside here. So that threads in like so, and then you just align everything. You can align your neoprene washer and your base like so, and then you take your little 10 mil and it really, I mean, it's got a ton of thread engagement, and there it is. So you've got a nice neoprene seal here, you've got a nice ram mount, and I mean it's super solid. I'm really happy. I don't normally make these little DIY videos. I kind of do a lot of this type of stuff, but this is one of the projects that just turned out really great, so I figured maybe someone else could benefit from it. So yeah, so you tighten that down with your, I'm going to use some thread locker red on it. So you tighten that down, and then I'll reinstall my glass in here, and I'll have to heat it up again, and then I'll glue my little lip on here like so, back on. And then here's one of the greatest parts too, is when you have your mirror, you put your ram mount arm on. This is the part I was kind of worried about. And then your double take base, and you tighten everything down. It'll sit about like so. Look at the length compared to the stock one. I don't know if you can see that super well, but it is exactly the same length as the former hard mount. So that's what I was kind of worried about. Was it sitting too close to the handlebars? Is it going to be too short? Am I going to need a 4.5-inch arm? But no, the 3-inch arm is perfect. It comes out to exactly the same length as the old stock mount. So there you have it. It will sit on the bike about like so. You know, that double take will get threaded in there, and then the mirror will sit like so. And then I've got ram mounted stock mirrors, which I'm super excited for. It's going to let me be able to flip them all the way in, you know, like so, and fold them in when I'm trail riding like that, or down like that, or whatever I want to do. It's going to be great. So there you have it. If you have any questions, post them up in the comments and I'll respond if I missed anything. Or subscribe. I don't really do much on YouTube, but yeah, so hopefully someone else can benefit from this if they're thinking about ram mounting their stock mirrors. I would imagine it might work too for quite a few other models of bikes besides just the 250L. So yeah, I've got it all in. I think I'm in about $58 with the double take mounts, and then the $17 times 2 for this setup right here off eBay. So yeah, not too bad. I saved 60 bucks over a set of mirrors, and I get to use my stock mirrors that I really like. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.